Good morning. I will present the case study, Rent the Pig. This is an alternate reality game for the classroom, and we worked on that in our research lab. The goal was that it's one of the most challenging issues for educational system is to provide media literacy for the students. The earlier, the better. I'm head of research group at the ICMT. The group is responsible for media creation, and as you mentioned, we are developing a lot of formats usually for TV, second screen applications, and so our university is kind of developing a lab for the Austrian broadcasters and production companies. These are the questions we have. Audiovisual, interactive, and mobile are spreading through our daily lives, and we at the universities undertake human-centered interdisciplinary research and development on the broader field of creative industries. The question was, how can we create an engaging and memorable experience that encourages our target groups? Of course, if we look at the definition of an alternate reality game, it is an interactive narrative, comprehensive for all platforms and medias, so it's themeless, and it is time-based, always, could be live. It is it always because of the blue color. So maybe we put the light a little bit down for the blue. It is always time-based, and the transmedia storytelling is curated, but it's an open narrative without boundaries between fiction and reality. So it is immersive, and it is based on events and experiences. There is always interaction, user interaction, and participatory. If we look at the model of participatory storytelling, we have the narrative, the game, and the social network. And if you look at the game, so we have the cooperation, all who are involved are agreeing, doing together, collaboration, and we have reward. In the narrative, we have characters, we have story, plot, events, and hints. And in social network, we have the participation and the communication. So combining, according to this model, from Robert Pratton, all these elements are in alternate reality game. So what makes an alternate reality game? It is common as it is common in many alternate reality games. Our players are not aware that over a period of 3 days they are playing a game at first. Instead, the class thinks it enters a school competition where the first prize is to be rewarded with the visit of a pig owned by an elderly lady. They are unknowingly communication with fictional characters from a novel, and this novel is the base for the story and the surrounding story world. The objectives of the games are transmedia storytelling and to build one, to then enhancing media literacy and learning through the games, some units to learn what is in the school class program for that grade, then to promote collective intelligence, so the hints have to be collected in different groups and not only one person is the one who can solve the problem, and social integration. Next was to raise awareness of cyberbullying, identity theft, and digital footprints in social networks, because this is very important in that age to know about those things and dangers. Then to foster positive engagement and to play a gender-sensitive game, because we see that the boys play the game and they are not reading, and the girls are reading the books. So we try to make a solution, a game which is gender-sensitive. So as we can see at the flow chart, transmedia storytelling, the focus was not that we wanted to have experience with a lot of technology, but it comes to the end that we use a lot of technology. We can see here the different medias and the different days, and every dot is a game unit. We have parts in the real world, we have parts in the engaging with mobile, and we have parts with online like video, internet video, digital artifacts, and a chat. So and the thing is, you have to make it in a good balance, not too much on one day, not too many dramatic stuff in a short period of time, and to collecting and to find solutions together. So that took us around 3 months with different researchers, storytellers from the technical department, from the art department, so we worked here together. The first thing of the game was a call that people can register and rent a pig for 1 day, and the contribution, and we build a website where the people, the students can look up. You have parents there, they were talking, oh, this is very good, I was in that game. So the contribution was really amazing. They make songs, they build a home for the pig. In the game, there's on the website the exposition. So the Penelope, this is a pig, shows her ordinary world. And here, this is one of the first contact with the pig.
Grüß euch, ich bin Penelope. In letzter Zeit habe ich ganz schön viel zu tun und bin viel unterwegs. Seit ein paar Monaten besuche ich nämlich viele Schülerinnen und Schüler in ganz Österreich und darf mit ihnen einen ganzen Tag verbringen. Das ist wirklich super cool. So, und jetzt zeige ich euch mein Revier. Also, los geht's!
This is the ordinary world of Penelope. These are the kids.
Das hier ist meine Pflegemama. Alle anderen sagen Frau Leitner zu ihr.
From the novel, they live in that block, and the interaction with the players is with different media. And so, in that point, the players get used to the world of the character.
Leider ist sie nicht mehr die schnellste, aber beim Gassi gehen passe ich ein.
So this is a point of view, and they are visiting everybody, and so everybody knows what's going on with her. So we have 3 days. The first day could be very flexible. It could be 1 week before. It could be 3 days before. The students need time to contribute. Then the second day has a duration approximately about 5 hours, and has to be close to the third day. So we'll have a look at a little bit in the first day. So the hunt is starting with to observe the blog, and on the blog the players are chatting with Penelope, so they know she's coming, and her suitcase is already here, and she talked about her shoes, and then she was not there, so but the shoe is there, and the race began, and the students has to find out where Penelope is. Then there is a mic call with Mrs. Leitner. She is renting the pig in that block, and talk to the students. Just a few seconds. It's a mic, not a Skype. So we rebuild like WhatsApp or everything in a safe environment. She doesn't understand, but the students can talk to her. Yeah, and she's a little bit upset, and asks the students, "Please help me to find." So then the communication with the people from the book is with not WhatsApp, kind of WhatsApp, so they get hints and information. They're searching for where is this pig, and there's in every alternate reality game you have to collect and encrypt messages, and to learn a little bit about technology, we asked the students to create cardboard glasses to come into the room of the story world, and in that rooms they can collect things. For example, here a newspaper, and so to creating that immersive environment for mobile cardboard is a way for the students to get to solve the crime, because our scene of crime is located elsewhere. It's in the fictional world, and our players are in the school. So the potential of VR to enhance our storytelling was used here. Let's have a short look at the VR ones. Show everything, but the cardboard VR app was built in Unity, and for us the lessons we learned was knowing the limits of cardboards, cut out, highlight the interactive objects for better usability, otherwise too much, their sound, they have to solve a problem, and so they can grab the next level and omit all details that won't be seen on the cell phone screen for mobile. Another room was rebuilt in 360 degrees with character gain. With a short input. So recording to the Google Cardboard, we rebuilt a room with cardboard, and they have to combine, work together to find out the next number. And yeah, what we have learned here, the technical stuff, I don't repeat, but it's necessary that you have a long, good distance to the actors, and the very important is to rehearsal, because we work with GoPros, the batteries, and they are not very long working, and it could kill your shot. Then, and storage is also a problem, because you have a lot of cameras. So you need distance, and you have to test early and often, and audio is very important. Maybe you know the Notes on Blindness from Arte. It's only audio piece, and here you need audio for the orientation. In the game, you come back to, I only show some of the things. You have to use the ISBN number in the real world, in the library, but somebody was quicker and was kidnapping Penelope's block, so you have to save as a player the block. If you have to make a new password in the real world at school. So collecting evidence, who is the suspect, it works from one person to another, and on day 3 it goes on. You have to check the caretaker's alibi, and then somebody was quicker. There's in the poster shows, for example, a password. You see a next video, and in the poster there is a password. And with this next password, you can, I won't show that movie now because of the time. The right use of the passcode gives you more information, and between that there are always lessons you can learn, and the school class can put in puzzles with topics that can be learned around kidnapping, password, and identity theft. Another one is talking to you, or what's going on. That was really interesting, because the people, the teachers were really worried. Oh, what's going on here? They're talking in a very aggressive tone, because in the afternoon all the students with 10 years are on WhatsApp, and they do the worst things, and in school there's an environment where everything should be very harmonic, nobody says asshole or something like that. And in that games, if Penelope becomes a different person, and the students have to find out who is that pig and who is talking to me, and they can learn about identity there. In one of the next units, they make a role change, because to find the bad, they make a role change in a live chat, because somebody is selling something, and with some hints, okay, he is selling this animal, maybe he is our bad guy. So the students have to make clear that they are the buyer, and so they can make an appointment with that guy. So with a live video from the policeman who are grabbing our offender behind a garbage pan. The students can watch that now the problem maybe is solved with live camera. So we don't look at the whole video because of the time. So also to discover the secret hideout with a map, to combine two kind of maps from 1939. There's an old map, and they have to combine, there could be a room, there could be a secret hideout, and there could be a lesson about the time where the tribute are living. So at the end, they save Penelope with a live cam and with a game that works with time, where they have a question they have to answer, and then the kids of the block say, okay, thank you very much, that was a great experience and you helped us. So everybody solved the problem. It was a lot to read, and boys and girls worked together. Little bit problem was with the cardboard. They used building the cardboard with the educational aim to learn a little bit about using the cardboard. They take the smartphone without to come quicker to the room to put the hints together. But all together they were, the pictures are out from the first test run, and now we are testing, but there's not so much to make there are not so much changes to make. It works very, very well. One problem, as I mentioned before, was the teachers. They were afraid that students cannot decide between reality and virtual reality. So they say no. It was a hard work to have the teachers on our side. Okay, that was a case study for 1 year research at our lab, and yes, thank you very much.